of the field, I think Jamelle Holieway, he's the leader of the wishbone offense, and I think he's going to have to keep the ball off the ground and really try to get something going for that offensive team.
Well, emotionally, Holieway will have to play very well. He's just a freshman, as you mentioned.
Coach North, what did 1985 mean to you?
1985 was a great year. You know, I really enjoyed it because we had great players. It's always fun when you're coaching with the best, and we had the best. I coached the tackles and tight ends, and I happened to recruit a couple of guys out of Arkansas that were pretty good players, Keith Jackson and a guy named Mark Hudson from Fort Smith Northside. But great players, very fortunate to have to be able to load our gun with great ammunition, and we had a lot of great players. If someone went down, we could have someone come in and replace them, which was very evident. That's what happened when Troy Aikman went down. We had a guy by the name of Jamelle Holieway come in, and who knows what would have happened if we stayed with Troy. But we were fortunate enough to win the national championship, and I keep that close to my heart.
Watch this play. It's a great job here, but Spencer Tillman, great block. Fine run to Jamelle, took the end zone and knocked it.
Call it. Holieway keeping on the corner. That's 6.
They only need the one. There's Jamelle. Running the ball off there. He's getting down there, can't throw. Breaking back.
Yeah, I'm fired up my grill. I'm gonna have one there. Tell your whole crew, everybody. Jamelle Holieway, 1985 National Championship. The quarterback, number 4. They ran that option. Sooners, man. He did the first time. I didn't actually meet him, but when we was in high school in Atoka, Oklahoma, I remember Jamelle had came down and he spoke at our school. And I remember he had a broke hand at the time too. Yeah, the thumb. But I'm such a huge Sooner fan, and I was just going crazy, and all me and my partners, because like I said, you know, we looked up to him because, like I said, when he came on that field, he changed the game of Oklahoma football. Because, like I said, he ran that wishbone and everything. So, and then when you see somebody on TV and you never met them, and just the way they play, and you look up to them, you be like, man, I just would love to meet that guy one day, and not realizing one day that me and this guy will be friends.
Option play. That's little Thomas Lockman right there. Jamelle Holieway in.
The only senior in that secondary. Holieway, same play. This time he sheds a tackle at midfield, breaks another one. He's down the sideline. McMillan tries to knock him out of bounds. He's still going inside.
The fact that Oklahoma throw that much could be deceiving. Very productive. Here's Holieway on second attempt at the 46. He's to the 40, the 30, 25.
He was, to be a freshman, he was awesome. Because he had so many skills. Fast, quick, and everything you needed.
Ball 20 in. How about this first play? Jamelle Holieway, open field.
It was a great season. We were predicted to be in the hunt for the national championship early in the season. Had a really good team coming that year. You know, we lost the game and we ran into turmoil, but we were so good on offense and on defense. I mean, you know, we had the #1 defense in the country. Offensively, we were ranked high. We were very explosive. But you know what we did is we won every game. We had the easy ones that we won and beat them by, as Switch would say, put a half 100 on them. But then you had those tough games where it took players who made individual plays. And so, you know, I remember the Nebraska game. That was a great game. We had a chance to beat them and go on to, because whoever won that game used to go to the Orange Bowl. But the biggest game was Penn State and the Orange Bowl. Penn State was a really good football team. They were #1. I think we were #3 at the time. And they were very physical, and they were a powerful football team. So it was a physical game to begin with. It was a clash of the Titans, and we just clashed with one another. It was nip and tuck there going, and Jamelle Holieway gets the pass, and as the announcer said, home run ball, and 71 yards later, I'm in the end zone, and that kind of separated. Lydell Carr hits a big run, and Tim Lasher kicks some field goals. Our defense played well, only give up 10 points. That was the magical moment. People say, what is your greatest moment in OU? That's the greatest moment because that's when we won the national championship.
Carey has -8 on 5 rushes. Home run ball. Jackson has it. The All-American tight end is going in, and Oklahoma takes the lead on a 71-yard touchdown play.
Yeah, Jamelle was always so cool and so calm, and I knew in that Miami game I was in late in the 4th quarter, and we had a play called, I believe it was a 4th and 1 type play, and we had the fullback up the middle to the left side, and Jamelle checked the play, and I'm kind of going, okay, this guy either knows what he's doing or he's changing what the coaches want to do, but he checked to an outside option. He saw him bunch up inside, changed the play. He pitched the ball in the corner. We got the first down easy. I think we picked up over 10 yards on that play. So I knew then that guy could handle the pressure and he could do what it would take to be successful as a quarterback at Oklahoma.
Remember it like yesterday. Remember a lot about it. I saw the play happen. Troy went down. Dan, the trainers, went out, and immediately after he was down for a second, we went out to start watering the other players and out. And I looked out of the corner of my eye, and guys were starting to call. They knew that he was hurt, and so anyway. And when they start calling for the sideline, I thought, uh-oh. And just, I remember the play. I can just close my eyes and remember Troy laying there. And then as we had to carry Troy off, and I remember, them talking about Jamelle. They come in, and guys still talk about he first came into the huddle that day and looked at them all and said, this is my team. I'm going to take over, and we're going to get this thing done.
Jamelle Holieway, good job of blocking. Option run, Jamelle in open field.
The ball now to 39.
Jamelle in the option play. Whoop. Quick. Hiccup. Yeah, we both picked up.
He is a hiccup.
Bone is lethal. Holloway, he may be gone. He's around the right side of the 10. He's going to sprint for it, and he gets there.
Did not even make the trip. Holloway keeping the ball out of the option, turns the corner with it, and will score.
See if Holloway can throw. No, he's going to run the quarterback draw, and he's going to get a first down. And then I told you he was exciting. He might take it all the way. Lambert giving chase.
What was your first experience meeting Switzer?
Awed. I was really didn't know what the hell to say. I mean, here he is, Barry Switzer's in my mother's living room, and when he first walked in, he asked, well, my mother asked him, do you want to sit down? He said no. I said, Coach, you want to come and sit down over here? He said no, and we basically just laid in the floor like two little kids shooting marbles, and he started talking and giving his spiel, and I stopped him in the middle and said, Coach, if you want me to come to the University of Oklahoma, I'm coming.